are buried in fields across the land. We separate the feet from legs and arms from the hands. After the burial, I feel so satisfied. I keep with me a piece of every person that has died. The torsos are buried in fields across the land. We separate the feet from legs and arms from the hands. After the burial, I feel so satisfied. I keep with me a piece of every person that has died.
My head's spinning, and it has been since the beginning. If hell's real, then save me a bed. My soul's descending, thoughts never ending. Did I dispose of bodies properly? Miles from morning joggers and far from hunting property. People stare at me awkwardly. Do they know my dark secrets? Do they know I buried a woman 9 months pregnant with her fetus? She was a cheater and a liar. She was a maggot of a human. Now her rotting flesh is all that's left to the real maggots consume it. This isn't horrorcore. This is me going overboard. This is me giving in to the voices of my overlord. If your savior was real, then why doesn't he pull the cord? Because Jesus is beneath me and my Lord is over yours. This is human holocaust. This is evil in its purest form. This is Katrina tenfold, and what you're seeing is the perfect storm. Now rest with the earthly worms as they burrow deep into your pores. You no longer walk amongst the soul is gone forevermore.
The torsos are buried in fields across the land. We separate the feet from legs and arms from the hands. After the burial, I feel so satisfied. I keep with me a piece of every person that has died. The torsos are buried in fields across the land. We separate the feet from legs and arms from the hands. After the burial, I feel so satisfied. I keep with me a piece of every person that has died.
Blood still on my hands with a body laying in front of me cold and dead as hell. Knowing that I better dump it in a well or put it in a hole before it starts to smell. Bloodshot eyes every time I take a life. Hit him with a knife twice, bet he just dies. Never ask why, I did it because I don't really need a reason to leave you all bleeding. Never really have a plan, just a blade in my hand and a mind that ain't too stable. Cocaine on the table, read between the lines, it defines the reason I am able to kill and never feel remorse for a corpse. Portions are torn and sorted at the morgue. Take you to a point that no one can endure. Stick you in the throat and then close the door. But every time that I do the shit, I'm not sure where to go after that. That's why I got a huge backyard with bodies laid out in massive stacks. Naked and rotten and making me nauseous. The smell is so strong it could make you just vomit. Let them decay and I'm praying to God that they don't find my place of the maze made of coffins. If the cops ever came to catch me, there ain't no way they'd arrest me. Cause I got a whole clip full and I'm aiming the brains directly. If I gotta go, I'm taking you with me. If I die today, I'm making history. C4 strapped to my back initially. Walk into a store full of people instantly. Blow us all up into bits of little meats.
The torsos are buried in fields across the land. We separate the feet from legs and arms from the hands. After the burial, I feel so satisfied. I keep with me a piece of every person that has died. The torsos are buried in fields across the land. We separate the feet from legs and arms from the hands. After the burial, I feel so satisfied. I keep with me a piece of every person that has died.
I admit that I let the rage inside overflow my mind, and I lost control when I took her life with a butcher knife. Though she was my wife and I watched her fall, then I dug a hole. Why did I do that? Instead of calling cops, overcome with guilt, and I buried her wrapped up in the rug. Dug her bloody when she got fucking killed. Planted a bush on the grave to disguise all the lies. When I tell them she went out with some guys, there was no way to learn that she'd never return. And I'd miss her so much till the day that I burned what I meant to say. Till we meet in heaven, cause nobody knows but the 187, and nobody knows that she dead and buried in a shallow grave by the one she married. They suspect me but there's nothing they can prove. With nobody there's no kissing, so I move on. And because my dear wife is gone, get another, I don't wanna be alone. All along I keep watering that bush, while the body that's beneath is slowly turning into mush. Full of maggots decomposing and decaying, as a family and friends are steady praying for a safe return. That's too bad, time to dig another hole because my new one made me mad. And I cracked her head open with the brick. Gotta be quick and bury her before the body starts to reek. Then I plant another bush over the plot, tell another bunch of lies and leave them both in there to rot. Now it's time to find another pretty girl to take the place, and one day to disappear with no trace.
The torsos are buried in fields across the land. We separate the feet from legs and arms from the hands. After the burial, I feel so satisfied. I keep with me a piece of every person that has died. The torsos are buried in fields across the land. We separate the feet from legs and arms from the hands. After the burial, I feel so satisfied. I keep with me a piece of every person that has died.